I've lived here 7 years. My whole life is in there, 7 years. Everything, my kids' stuff, my stuff.
Everything Nicole Bodek and her 3 young children own, destroyed. A fire guts most of her home and the entire apartment building here at the Village of Whiskey Creek Apartments in Lee County. The fire broke out early this morning while everyone inside was sleeping.
So I ran downstairs screaming at my boyfriend, get the kids, get the kids.
Their escape through the first floor window.
We opened the window downstairs and we all just jumped out of the window. And then as soon as we turned around, the whole house went up.
I thought that there was still people in there, but then everybody said that everybody's out.
The Hanley family made it out thanks to their rescue dog who woke them up.
Thank God for her. No smoke alarms. We didn't hear no smoke alarms.
A few firefighters suffered minor injuries, a pulled shoulder, and smoke inhalation while putting out the fire.
I just can't believe that something like this happened so fast.
A devastating morning, Bodek wonders if it could have been worse.
My daughter's room is the one that went all the way up in smokes, and I just keep thinking, what if my kids were asleep in there? We're all alive, and I just have to think about after these 3 days what we're all going to do and where we're going to go and start rebuilding my life.
Sitting quietly,
wait for it to come out of the sky and get here.
the Whitwer family waits on their son Quentin.
I don't know, but he needs to hurry up.
The 20-year-old USCB is about to arrive home at Southwest Florida International Airport. They just got the call last night.
I was half asleep, and he goes, "Yep, I'm back in North America." I was like, it took me it took a second, just to dawn on me. Yeah, North America. Yeah, okay, you're back home. Yeah, great.
Just hours later, they have welcome home signs in hand.
This is the longest part.
Ready for that moment when they see him again.
What's up, Max? Oh, how are you? We're so
What's up, Puddinhead?
Hey.
Mwah. Love you.
Love you.
That anxious feeling, now relief.
I'm happy that he's home. Really happy.
Finally. After a day and a half of flying.
Quentin's been deployed to Afghanistan for the last 6 months working on construction. Even though the family could Skype with each other, nothing compares to being home.
Feels great. Feels great. It's not 113 degrees outside, so it's fine.
Now they can spend the next few weeks together before he heads back overseas.
Just enjoy his time home and savor every minute.
And after all that time gone, you can only imagine what he's been craving most.
Barbecue.
Fishing.
Barbecues.
At RSW,
I'm glad he's home.
Kim Brown, NBC2.
It's a healthy lifestyle Jack Mills strives for.
I kind of watch what I eat. Gave up a lot of the beer I used to drink.
To keep healthy, the 73-year-old drinks water, and a lot of it. But Mills and his neighbors are worried about a big push to add fluoride to his drinking water.
They've cleaned the water up wonderfully, and we were satisfied with it. But now they want to dump the fluoride back in.
The Greater Pine Island Water Association approved a grant to add fluoride to the water of its 13,000 customers. In a statement, President Mike Faulkner says the board wants our membership to enjoy the same benefits that the approximately 560,000 people in the surrounding neighborhoods do. Mills isn't sold as he weighs the pros and cons, and there are plenty of them.
The Center for Disease Control says fluoride in your water can actually help reduce tooth decay by up to 25%. But a group called the Fluoride Action Network says that it can have long-term negative impacts on your brain. But the CDC says it can be a cost-effective way to providing dental care to those who may not be able to afford it. The Fluoride Action Network says that it can also increase your risk of bone cancer.
I was fluoridated from the time I was probably 3 or 4, and I have the worst teeth in the world.
Jamie Richard teamed up with Mills and dozens of others, collecting 300 signatures to petition the GPIWA for just one thing.
The members should have the right, and they do have the right, to vote on it. And that's what we're asking.
Skirting the edge of Edison State College's campus is a brand new building, Lighthouse Commons.
Good, let's go. Excited.
The first student housing building on the college campus, and for the first time,
I can't even reach it there. I think I'm just gonna use it for storage.
This handful of students is eyeing up their new home.
I was actually a little bummed out because we didn't have housing when it first started. And then I found out we're gonna have housing, and I thought it was a miracle.
Dianelise Martin is a resident assistant. After 1 year commuting from Lehigh Acres, she's ready to move in.
It's such a hassle. I couldn't join a lot of things or go to meetings or go to the activities that are planned. And now that I live here, it's like I'm going to be able to do everything I actually wanted.
On the first floor, a fitness room and common area, but students are learning.
It is a green building, and we're going to emphasize the recycling portion of that.
There's much more to this building than that.
We've paved, and we're starting to put the sand down for the basketball court and the sand volleyball courts.
And it come full furnished, and most of the dorm rooms I've been, they don't look like that.
This is a rendering of the lobby. Now, it might not look like much now, but it's where 400 students are going to walk through the doors of Lighthouse Commons each and every day.
250 students have already signed up to stay on campus.
And it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing.
The room's rent starting at $3,000 per student per semester. Keys to the door will be handed out in August when construction wraps. In Fort Myers, Joe Rotes, NBC2.